Good morning, Big Brother fans. It is Tuesday, June 19th, and I would not say I'm going to do one of these every day this week because, frankly, I almost didn't do the one this morning. But since I did a short one yesterday afternoon, I thought I would add a little bit more. So I've watched some of the House Kiss videos last night, not all, just to see what I thought. And I'm not, at this point, we get so cynical. It just seems like, the idea is to watch this stuff and just bitch about it. I'd rather be hopeful. I'd rather be hopeful at this point. So I'm not going to complain. I'm actually was pleasantly surprised at a couple of the videos. I could do without. But a couple of videos, I'm like, okay, I don't think this person is BSing. I don't think this person is saying they're a super fan when they're not maybe they're not my definition of a super fan, but they are a pretty hardcore fan. I was all ready to be unhappy about this new Rachel just because of the name. And, she appears to be a fan. Appears to be an actual real fan, and so I'm gonna say okay. We'll see where it goes. There was who were the guys? I'm trying to remember the guys. I don't know. I watched. I think it's Angela. Is Angie or Angela? One of them. She was a former pole vaulter. Well, that's just happens to strike a little bit near and dear to my heart at the moment, only because one of my neighbors, one of my son's classmates, actually made it to high school state in pole vault. So I've watched a lot of pole vault in the last 3 months. So it's like, cool. If she actually was trying to get on the Olympic team for pole vaulting, she's a pretty damn good athlete. And so it's like, all right, that's kind of cool. The rock star thing, that woman, I don't even know. I don't know. Maybe she'll be cool when the cameras are on and she's not, quote, on. But right now, this seems like be an awful lot of an act. And the woman who's a life coach, she even said it, I'm 24 and I'm a life coach. Okay. How can you be a life coach at 24? Because I'm a lot older than you. And I just can't figure out that at 24 how you may have the life experiences to tell me how to be a life coach. What is this person doing? They don't know what they're doing. All right. Let's see. What other thoughts? I don't have my list. The guy that's from Chicago that's a shipping clerk, Scotty, with 2 T's. Had to say with 2 T's. Not sure. Possibly likable. Few of the other guys, or a couple of the other, just, I think a lot of them have a decent sense of themselves. Oh, Steve. Steve has potential. His weakness is going to be that he's the old guy, the stereotypical old person in the house, but he is a former police officer. So very good potential because, and he's going in with the story that he's a mechanic because he said that, he can't tell anybody he's a police officer for obviously Derek reasons. So that it has potential. I don't know. I'm not upset. Now there's those. I'm going like, it's all newbies, and people are going, yeah, that's what we thought last year, and they threw Paul in at the end. It's like, okay. Can we just stop? Can we just stop? I'll be bitching up a storm, a week and a half from now, if we have alumni in the house, or if there's some stupid twist or anything, whatever this social media twist is, they mentioned that Julie implied there's some kind of a social media twist going on. That I'm not incredibly crazy about, because I think it's just going to be dumb. But you got to do what you got to do to get the kids involved, right? I don't know. So at this point, I'm still very hopeful. And I encourage all of you to also just think positive. Think positive. Think, okay, this is going to be a good season. It is 16 new people. As long as they don't throw in alumni, okay, we'll be all right. But if they bring in social media coaches or something, people to coach them on how to be popular, and then of course they give them a chance to play. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But anyways, I'm expecting, I don't know if we'll have an announcement today. I don't know if we'll have anything. I would expect, in the next day or two that something is going to happen, announcement-wise or what have you. We just don't know yet what it's going to be. And, more information, leaking stuff or whatever. There will be more interviews come out, so that may be, the next couple of things that dribble out. The interviews themselves were done by Ross Matthews, and you know what? He did fine. Other people are complaining. It just hate on the whole process. I also, on the other hand, I'm not going to love the other process, like a former Canadian cast member. Who does the interviews and who's ties herself very strongly into Big Brother is oh my God, they did an outstanding, amazing job with this cast. No, not doing that either. But I'm not hating it. I'm not hating the cast on a whole, and I'm not going like, oh, this is terrible. I think it's okay. I think we're okay at the moment. I have hope, and again, Ross Matthews did a fine job interviewing. The winner be hated and loved, lose and be loved thing is just, that's just going to be asked. And it is kind of telling, frankly, because anybody who doesn't say win and be hated is like, oh my God, what are you doing on this show? And even though Ross spoon-fed it to some of those people saying, this kind of tells people right where you're at. Would you? And even some of them still said, well, I'd love to win and lose and be loved. One guy said, I'll lose and be loved so I can come back the next year and win. It's like, oh my God, seriously, dude, just say win and be hated and be done with it if you want to. First of all, nobody who isn't a hardcore fan is ever going to see this interview. Because non-hardcore fans don't go looking for this stuff. So the only ones that are going to see it are hardcore fans. And the hardcore fans, the only answer they want to hear is win and be hated. So pick that. Just go with that. All right. With that, I am parking my car and going into work. So you guys have a wonderful Tuesday. Wonderful how many other days that before I do the next one of these. And we'll talk to you on you can't go that way, person. God, people in parking lots. We'll talk to you sometime soon. All right, take care. Bye-bye.